Yo, what's up YouTube? This is the Dfs Riddler coming back at you with another MLB video. Here to answer all of your DFS questions and solve all of your DFS riddles for this Friday, May the 24th slate. Before we get started, guys, if you're new to the channel, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future MLB videos that I'll be putting out this season. I just wanted to show you guys GPP from yesterday. Scored 166. Cash line did fall a little bit short, but this fucking absolutely crushed here. Anthony Rizzo, you're a fucking champ. 31 fantasy points. We almost took this down, guys. 166 score. If Chavis or fucking LeMahieu would have got a home run instead of a couple of hits or a hit, we would have taken this down, especially with that ownership. Segura was a stud. Hicks, I expected a lot more out of. And what did I tell you guys about in the video yesterday? McCutchen, $4,200. He got 20 fantasy points. Absolutely killed it. And Pierce, the value play from yesterday's video, he got his first home run of the season. And what I tell you guys, he was in a fucking amazing spot. Had a really great matchup. $3,100 salary, and it paid off. 24 fantasy points. So yeah, guys, almost took down with this line right here. Absolutely fucking killed it. The picks have been crushing it. We will take a look at what we got going on for today. It is Friday. We got a large 14-game slate. Before we get into that, just want to go over a couple things with you guys. If you are new to the channel, just to let you know, I'm doing a $20 cash giveaway out of my own pocket. Just a little token of my appreciation to you guys for showing appreciation to me and subscribing to my YouTube channel. That $20 giveaway will happen once I reach 100 subscribers, guys, which is my goal. And I'm at like 52 right now, so I'm over halfway there. Keep on showing all your love and support. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. That's all you got to do to be involved in that $20 cash giveaway, guys. Next up, I just want to go over Draft Dashboard for you guys real quick. Draft Dashboard is the best fantasy tool and lineup optimizer, hands down, that you can get out there. We'll start off by going over the MLB cheat sheet. This is awesome right here, guys. I always start building my core by checking out this every single day. It's got your locks, the best plays of the slate, your top pitchers and the best spots to make value. It's got your stud bats over $4,000, your mid-range bats from 3.5 to 4K, your value bats that are under 3.5K, and then the best part about the MLB cheat sheet, guys, is the home run hitters list. This list right here gives you a list of all the players on the slate for the day that have a high probability and a high upside of getting you a home run. When you're wanting to get a score like 170 to 200 to take down a GPP, you're going to need a shitload of home runs, guys. Just the fact of the matter. And this list right here is a great place to start and find out who those guys are that are going to get you those home runs. Next up, we will go over the sleepers and studs. Really love this tool also, guys. I also use this every single day when I'm building my core lineups. It gives you a list of all the players on the day that are only priced at $4,000 or less that actually have a high probability of hitting value, getting a hit, not getting you a zero. This is super important, guys. When you are trying to fit in the high price stud bats, you're going to need some value on your roster as well. So to find out, like I said, to find out who those guys are that are actually going to get you a hit and not get you a zero, this list right here is where you start for that. Next up, we'll go over the position optimizer, guys. This tool is very helpful. Breaks down all the players on the slate by position, gives you a draft dashboard ranking, 100 being the best. Tells you how each player has fared in their last 5 games. Also how they fared against the opposing team in their last 5 games. So a lot of data that'll help you pick out the right players for your to roster that day. Individual player statistics, including batter versus pitcher and pitcher versus batter. I really like this tool, guys. You can add all the players that you like into your player pool. Once you've built your player pool up, Then you head over to the lineup optimizer. And this lineup optimizer by Draft Dashboard is just fucking awesome. I usually run at least one lineup a day that just comes from Draft Dashboard, and it tends to fare very well. It tends to it tends to end up very well. That's what I'm trying to say. Jesus Christ. But yeah, guys, once you do have your lineup built, Draft Dashboard does give you the opportunity to upgrade your players as need be to a higher Draft Dashboard ranking, optimizing your lineup to the best possible value that it can have. It also has a mass lineup generator, guys. You can generate anywhere from 20 to 100 lineups at one time. Super very helpful if you're into building like the 20 entry max contest. That tool is for you. But this tool, this lineup optimizer, has won me a shitload of money just off of random lineups that spit out at me in the past. I tend not like to tinker with them because Draft Dashboard has been on fire with its lineups. If you haven't tried out this tool, guys, and you haven't tried Draft Dashboard in general, you are missing out. It is only $1 for 30 days. If you're already spending $1 on fantasy every day, you've got $1 to try Draft Dashboard out. It's only $1 investment, guys, and it will make your lineups that much better. If you don't like it after 30 days, you can always cancel. Guarantee you won't cancel. You'll be making a shitload of more money off of your fantasy lineups, guys, and that is the point of this. We all want to make more money. So give Draft Dashboard a shot. If you do want to try it, just click the link that's in the description of my YouTube channel. It'll take you to where you need to go to try out Draft Dashboard. All right, so like I was saying, we have a 14-game slate today, a very big slate. There are a lot of high-price stud pitching options that we have available. I think it's like 6 pitchers that are over $10,000. So a lot of really good pitching options. There's some good value pitching as well, and some really good value bats. We do have a game in Coors Field today. Definitely going to be attacking that. The players are a little bit expensive, though. We'll jump right into it. SP1, I like Blake Snell. You can't get away from this matchup here today, guys. Blake Snell is one of the best pitchers in the league. He is the most pricey pitcher that you can have at $11,400, but I like paying up for Blake Snell today. We all know that the Cleveland Indians do not put up a lot of they do not put up a lot of runs every day when they play. Their offense is just not very good right now this year, excluding Francisco Lindor, because that guy is a beast. But other than that, they fucking strike out a ton. And if you look here, Blake Snell has a 175 batting average with the Indians, only giving up 7 hits out of 40 plate appearances for a 175 batting average. He only gives up a 570 OPS to lefty batters, guys, a 648 to righty, and a 597 to switch batters. And that is amazing. So we're looking at a weighted OPS of 605 here against the Indians. Like I said, Blake Snell is my top pitching option today. Definitely lock him in. All right, so next up, since we paid up for Blake Snell, a pitcher that I like to pair with Blake Snell that for a decent price tag is Trent Thornton. He's $7,600 today, guys. If you pair him with Blake Snell, you should have a decent amount of money left over for your bats. Trent Thornton has scored a 17, a 22, a 24, and a 10, and a 3 in his last 5 games. So I'm mainly focused on his last 3 games that he played. Very consistent. Any of those numbers would make value for you here at that $7,600 price tag. And he does get a good matchup today, guys. The Padres do hit for some power, but they do not hit righties very well, guys. And the Padres do have a stacked righty lineup, 8 righties in there. And Trent Thornton only gives up a 606 OPS to righty batters. You have a weighted OPS of 615 in this matchup, guys. You can't ask for better at that low of a price tag for a pitcher. He has a plus 25% advantage over the Padres lineup today. So this is an amazing matchup for Trent Thornton. He should get you 20 plus fantasy points here. Pair that with Blake Snell, who can get you about 35. You're looking at 50-some fantasy points you can grab from these pitchers here today, guys. They definitely have that upside, and the matchup is there. All right, so for the bats today, like I said, we have a Coors Field game. Definitely going to focus on that a little bit. I like Ian Desmond for the Colorado Rockies. He's $4,600. Probably one of the cheaper bats that you'll be able to grab. And for batting in the leadoff spot, I really like that at $4,600. He has a plus 66% advantage over this pitcher. We all know John Means, he can pitch pretty decently, but he does give up a 1,468 OPS to righty batters. And Ian Desmond smashes lefties with an 802 OPS. So that's what gives you that plus 66% advantage here, guys. His last 5 games, he's been hitting consistently a 7, a 10, a 9, a 16, and a 0. So I really love this matchup here today. Get some Ian Desmond. I like all the righties, all the righty batters in the Colorado Rockies lineup, guys. Should be a very high-scoring game today, so definitely don't ignore it. Next up is Aaron Hicks for the New York Yankees. $4,300 today. Like I said, he didn't get a 0 yesterday, but he did let me down a little bit. But I like his price tag today at $4,300. I also like his matchup against Junis. He is 5 for 5, guys. 2,000 OPS versus Junis, 5 singles. Excuse me. He should definitely crush value today at $4,300. I really like that price tag. Like I said, it's a way to get exposure to this Yankees game without having to pay up too highly. And he has a great matchup today. So lock in some Aaron Hicks, 100 draft dashboard ranking. He got a 7, 11, a 6, a 22, and a 6 in his last 5 games. His last 5 versus Kansas City, he hit double digits in every single one of them, guys. And that's what I expect here today. He should crush this matchup. So get some Aaron Hicks in your lineups. Next up is Nolan Arenado for the Colorado Rockies. $5,600 today. Definitely worth it. He has a plus 85% advantage over John Means. And what that means for Nolan Arenado is that he's going to get fucking probably 2 home runs today. So you cannot sleep on this. You got to pay up for Nolan Arenado. He has a 1,256 OPS versus lefty pitchers. He absolutely crushes them. John Means, like I said before, 1,468 OPS he gives up to righty batters. So this matchup right here is the best that you could ever expect with Nolan Arenado batting. So I'm going to have plenty of exposure to this, and you guys should as well. Next up is Trevor Story. Colorado Rockies, $5,600. Priced is the same as Nolan Arenado. If you can afford to stack these 2 players together in your lineup today, I highly recommend it. He has a plus 70% advantage over John Means. He crushes lefty pitchers with a 968 OPS. If you could fit in the 1-2-3 stack today of the Colorado Rockies, I would very much recommend it with Desmond, Trevor Story, and Nolan Arenado. You will have to pay down at pitcher if you do that, though. But the upside is there for all of these guys to get home runs today, guys, or get anywhere from 15 to 30 fantasy points, one or the other. So definitely don't sleep on Trevor Story. As you see, the matchup is great. He has a 6, 11, a 14, a 3, and a 0 in his last 5 games. So he is due for a big game, guys. He's due for a big game today, and I think he will get it. All right, and for value plays today, I do have 2 value plays for you guys. First up is Steve Pearce for the Boston Red Sox. Like I said earlier, he got his first home run last night. He's only $3,000 again today, guys. He's super cheap. I think like $100 cheaper than yesterday. He gets a matchup against a lefty, Wade Miley. 749 OPS versus lefties. Wade Miley is a pretty good pitcher, but he does give up a 724 OPS to righties. In the history, Steve Pearce is 7 for 21 with a 333 batting average, 5 singles and 2 home runs, guys. Very, very possibly he could get another home run here today, guys. When batters get hot, they're usually on the hot train for a little while, and I'm going to ride that train until he cools off. So especially at that cheap ass price tag, $3,000. Can't ignore this matchup, guys. One of my favorite value plays on the slate for today. Next up for the value play, I like Brian Anderson for the Miami Marlins. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I really do like the Marlins bats today. I like the righties in their lineup. They get a matchup against Kyle McGowan, who is a righty pitcher, who has a reverse split. He actually pitches really well to lefties. He does not pitch well to righty batters. He gives up a 1,148 OPS. Brian Anderson has a 744 OPS versus righty pitchers, so he has that reverse split going on also, which gives him a plus 81% advantage over this pitcher. You're getting a hell of a value, a hell of a great matchup at $3,000. I mean, can't get any better, guys. In his last 5 games, he's got a 2, a 16, a 21, a 7, and a 16. I expect double-digit fantasy numbers today out of Brian Anderson at this $3,000 price tag. Next is Steve Pearce. He is my other favorite value play, guys. So if you do want to fit in some of these high-priced Rocky bats, you can definitely do so using these value plays right here. It'll leave the room for you. I also really like that both Steve Pearce and Brian Anderson, you can play Brian Anderson at either third base or outfield, and Steve Pearce you can play at first base or outfield. It gives you a lot of versatility when you're building your lineup, guys. So essentially you could still fit in Nolan Arenado and Trevor Story. Played Nolan Arenado at third base, Trevor Story at shortstop, Steve Pearce at first base, and Brian Anderson at outfield. So that's definitely a possibility for a lineup, guys. Just throwing that out there. But that is it for today's video, guys. I really appreciate you checking out the video. Like I said, if you did enjoy my picks and you enjoy the video, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Get in that $20 cash giveaway. You don't want to miss out, guys. It will be happening very, very soon. So as always, I'll leave you with that and make lots of fucking money today. Let's crush this 14-game slate. Happy Friday to everyone, guys. Until tomorrow, DFS Riddler is out.